Hey Leo, EverlongMystic here. So we have a Loki POKI spread for you. So the spread was created by Russell from Wrestling Around, and I have put a link in the description box directly to the LIFFRUMA website where there's an article on this spread and what each placement means and everything. I absolutely encourage you to try it out for yourself. Um, Anyways, so this is it is a rather pokey kind of reading. Now it calls you out right off the bat, and then it kind of expands on that a little bit. So your first card here is Ash Personal Yggdrasil. It's the Ash card, number 26, and this here is some kind of like shadow aspect, something you sweep under the rug, you don't look at, you don't want to look at, something you say is fine so you don't have to address it. And very interesting, Leo, that you have the Loki card. Um, this card talks about how we all have a personal Yggdrasil tree, right? And it's carved with scars. It's pitted, it's knotted, it's gnarled, and Loki slumbers in all the branches. To wake him up is to break and tumble from our hidden lives. And there's something that you're hiding, Leo. And I want to say you're either hiding from Loki or you're hiding your shadows. Maybe you're trying to hide your shadows from Loki. But it's very interesting that you have in the what's hidden, what you're hiding is in the Loki spread is the Loki, right? It says Loki will push, Loki will flush your shadows. And just that part right there, Loki will flush your shadows. It's like, I don't know if it's something that you're afraid of something becoming public. And I just kind of want to like reassure you a little bit that your shadows don't have to be public, but you can't hide them from yourself, you know? It's not like I don't think it's about your shadows being exposed to the world, you know, because there are a lot of Leos that are in the public eye, and you know, maybe they are very maybe they're image conscious, you know, but it's asking if you're able to trust Loki's path here. And so the next placement here is what is, by not addressing this, by continuing to hide this, what are you blocking from your life? And what you're blocking here is your own water meadow. You're blocking your own water meadow here. It's card number 22, and it's the ignition card. This is a card of fertility. It talks about Freyr's fertility, and it's also about, it could be this rune itself can be about true love or your vision or the like human warmth, right? Even like harmony and music, and but it's a creative thing. It's a seed. It's like I don't know. It's like you're blocking some kind of creation, um, because you're hiding from your shadows. And so, how does Loki poke you? Very very interesting here. We have leaf shade. So this is how Loki pokes you. So I want to say that I don't know. I don't know why, but like I feel like Loki favors you. It's like he's in every branch of your tree here. But he's just kind of chilling. You know, he's not being aggressive. He's just kind of chilling in your tree. And how does he poke you? He pokes you gently. And I think that is super sweet. That's like very sweet of Loki. This is the nicest poke I've seen so far. And I think this is the case because I think you're dealing with more than one thing here. Whereas so far the other signs, it's been kind of honed in on like one kind of specific thing. It's like you have a tree full of shadows that are unaddressed, and it's like you're getting a gentle poke to address them as you're ready or something like that. And what's really cool is that it's like how you feel about that, how you feel about being poked to address some of this stuff is very cool, because you have Hammerfell, the Bifrost, the Journey Home, and it's 77. So not only do you have 22, and you have 77. And what I like about this is that it seems as if you are, like, your reaction or how you feel about it is to kind of tackle it from like on a spiritual plane, either like a psychic plane or a spiritual plane, or some kind of something different, like not in a super 3D way, which is pretty cool. I'm just reading the card here. Oh wow! It even mentions the Yggdrasil tree, which is right here for you, your personal Yggdrasil. It says, all our leaves. Oh, leaves! Look, leaves on the tree. All our leaves lifted by the solar wind and sailing home, charted by stars, to birth once more with the sacred Yggdrasil tree. Welcome home. And I really like that it says birth once more, because that means that through this here, this Bifrost, or this spiritual different plane way that you're reacting to the pokes, it's like it triggers it ignites your water meadow, because that's that fertility, right? Like the whole thing that you're blocking is to birth something sacred and creative, right? And this is the way you can get to it. I mean, it's pointing straight at it. That's really cool, Leo. So next we have this placement here is something that you need to explore to release. And when I say release, it's like releasing the pattern of hiding your shadows. And I can't believe this card came out as the first placement. It literally says hide and seek. Anyway, okay, so this is what needs exploring to be released. How will you explore this pattern that's been kind of uncomfortable, that you kind of told yourself lies to placate yourself or to ignore it, right? And what's funny is if you go to the LIFFRUMA website where this article is about this spread, for this placement, Leo, it says, this is not a comfort blanket. It is an uncomfortable truth. It's not a comfort blanket. And you literally get the comfort card in this placement. Like, in case you need to be reminded, like, just because you're in your comfort zone doesn't mean everything's the way it should be. So, literally, your comfort needs to be explored. Like, why are you comfortable with this? Why is that? That's definitely something that needs to be looked into. Is why you're so comfortable hiding from your shadow or hiding from Loki. I mean, and he doesn't even poke you very hard. either, you know? He's literally giving you a gentle poke, a little nudge, you know? All right, so where is Loki taking you? Loki is taking you here. And you have day. You have the dawn. You have purged. It's like Loki is taking you to a place where you can purge what needs to be purged in a very gentle way. And he's taking you to this like new dawn, right? And check it out. It says, daylight still illuminates shadows purged by the moon's reflective face. Everything's endlessly tripping the light fantastic. And I think that's kind of, it's kind of bringing in some of this Bifrost energy here too. It's like he's bringing you to, I mean, it talks about illumination in this card, and it's like just this, this rune here. It talks about it talks about your intuition. It talks about the light within you. It's very transformative. So there is an element of change here. I know a couple of signs have had, just numerology wise, like a 5 right here. Like for change, like something needs to change. Like your change is in the rune itself. Because again, it's like you have fertility waiting for you, and you've got this creative burst waiting to happen, and Loki's trying to get you there. And so this last placement here, this is something that you need to embrace in order to renew or refresh your life. And I like that we have Treadle here, which is the Soul Prince. Soul Prince. It's number 31, which makes me think that it's a source, it can be a source of stability for you. And it's just talking about your, like, taking a conscious, like a deliberate step, a conscious step towards taking care of all of this, like towards, saying hello to your shadows, right? Because I know, like, I've done a previous reading, it was a while back, where it was Leo, and your shadow just completely popped into the reading and is like, dang it, I got something to say to you, Leo. And like it forced its way into the reading. It was like, I gotta talk to you, Leo. It's like, I think that your shadow self is absolutely willing to talk with you, and I don't think it's gonna be as scary as you might make it out to be. Because again, we've got the gentle poke. All right. So Leo, this is your Loki Pokey message, and I thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.